Hello and welcome and happy new year. I am Jocelyn Victoria and you are on the Victory Financial Fitness channel, where our mission is to help as many motivated individuals as possible to win with money by learning the YNAB platform. So we are all about YNAB and using it to its full potential. I welcome you and I am so thankful for the Happy New Year. And for me, the start of the new year, the start of the new month is always a great time to take a little time to reflect, but also to look forward and know that any time is a good time for a fresh start. We've got some themes going for the new year. We are going to be financially fit in 2026. And for January, we're going to be starting strong. And today happens to be Thursday, so that means it's Thankful Thursday. Now, those are a lot of themes I just threw at you. Don't worry about remembering them all at once because we'll continue to go through them day by day and week by week, no problem. What I would like to do for this particular start of the year video, like I said, I am very passionate about YNAB and how it can help get your finances in order, get you a very good understanding of your finances in a very short amount of time. And so to that end, what I would like to do with this visit is just show you a quick how-to video of just setting up a basic spending plan in YNAB and what that looks like. And also, how long it takes. It doesn't take that long. All you need to do to start with YNAB, if you haven't done so already, is click the link below and claim your 34 completely free trial of YNAB. They will ask you for your email to start your account. That's it. No credit card, no anything. Completely free 34 days. That'll get you all the way through to February if you start today. So let's go to YNAB now and I'll show you around. Okay, and I hope you can see my screen. Let me get these tools out of the way here. Okay, all right, so you should be seeing the YNAB web app is where we are right now. And we are going to set up a spending account with our resources as well as a spending plan. And I just heard a family member come in the door. So I'm going to stop recording for just a moment to welcome them, and I will be right back. Okay, with any luck, all that tech worked and we are resuming seamlessly. So let's get back to our screen share and pick up where we left off. Thanks for your patience on that. All right, here we go, hiding the controls, and you should be viewing the web app for YNAB. When you start your trial and open the app, this is generally what it should look like. There'll be a blank spending plan that's already provided for you. And all we're going to do is we're going to take a certain amount of money and we're going to plug that into this plan. Okay. Now, this is a reasonably realistic plan. I am not including taxes or insurance. I'm including housing costs and transportation costs and food costs and things of that. Just the day-to-day things that are needed for a household to stay in business, so to speak. So it's not every conceivable expenditure that you would need to plan for, but it's the basics. It's enough to keep a roof over your head, the lights on, food in the fridge, gas in the car, keep yourself clothed and clean and healthy, and that kind of thing. So bear that in mind, but we're going to use a certain amount of resources to do this and just go through line by line with what we're doing. So the first thing you'll need to do when you start a YNAB free trial is you will go and whatever accounts that you want included in the spending plan, you'll need to create those accounts. So if you have a checking account, you'll want to create an account for that. If you have a savings account, perhaps a credit card, you'll want to include those. And so you would create accounts for them in YNAB. So that's the first thing we're going to do. All right, so you just click over here on this little building looking icon. That's for the accounts. And you click on that and not sure what that is. Oh, all righty. And we will, excuse me, just a second. I'm not used to it behaving this way. Let's try this one more time. There, that's more like it. Okay, here we go. Down at the bottom to start planning an account, add an account. Here we go. We're going to click on add account. Now, in YNAB, you have two options for accounts. You can have them linked to your financial institution account or unlinked. And the benefit of linked is it will automatically download the transactions that are going on in that account to your YNAB app. It is optional. It's your choice. It's personal preference. So for demonstration purposes, we are going to add an unlinked account, which means we are going to not have those transactions automatically downloaded from our financial institution. So click on that, and we're just going to call it checking account. And we're going to confirm that the type of account that we are adding is checking. And we are going to add the balance for the purposes of this demonstration. We're going to say our resources for this planning period, this demonstration is $4,200. And we're going to reach down here and click next. And that lets us know that that was created successfully. And it's going to give us a checking account page with our available and cleared working balance, our starting balance as of today. And you'll notice that the category is inflow. That means cash that's coming in and that it's ready to assign. Now that designation is going to be important once we go to our spending plan. So we'll go over here and click on this icon, and that is our plan. And what we will do now is we will decide what those resources are going to do. All right, so we have $4,200 to work with. We are going to plan a job for each dollar. Now the jobs are these category names here. There's the category group is bills, and that includes your mortgage, your rent, your electric bill, your water bill, your internet, your cell phone. There's a frequent category, and that's your more day-to-day things like groceries and eating out and transportation. Non-monthly, such as home maintenance, auto maintenance, and gifts and goals. Also quality of life, like hobbies and entertainment, and health and wellness. So let's just start at the top. Now you'll notice at the top we have this big green bubble, and there's $4,200 in it. And we're going to say, okay, of that amount, clicking on rent and mortgage, we're going to put we're going to put $1,400 in rent. And the next category we'll choose is electric, and we'll put $220 in that. And so this is what we're planning to spend. So you'll notice that as we're putting these in these categories, the amount in ready to assign is being reduced. And so we're going to put dollars in these categories until this number is zero. And that's called a zero-based budget or a zero-based spending plan. It means you've accounted for every dollar of your resources and you have a plan for what they are supposed to do. So continuing on, in this case, we're going to skip the water bill, but we're going to put $110 for internet. I should say $50 for internet, I beg your pardon, and $110 for cell phone, and $1,200 for groceries. And that does include groceries and any supplies. So it's food and anything you need to run the household with. Eating out, we're going to put 120 there. And transportation, that's going to be not vehicle maintenance, but it's going to be just what you need to spend to get from point A to B for the time period that you're planning for. So be that, Uber or gas for the car or pass for the metro or whatever, however that works for you, that's what we're going to put into that category. Now, scooting way down here to the bottom, we're going to put some health and wellness, just some funding for personal care, such as just grooming or medicines or whatever you need. We're going to put 200 in there for that. Now we're down to $600, and we can put in, let's say, $60 for entertainment and $20 for hobbies. That's getting us down to $520. Now we're also not including in this spending plan, we're not including savings, but we are going to add a bill at the top, and that is generosity, because in order to win with money, you need to relate to money in a way where you're not where it's not all about you, basically. And so we're going to put some aside that's for generosity. And so we're going to put 420 there. And that's going to leave us with 100. Now, what I like to do in a spending plan, thing you want to remember is a spending plan is not static, meaning it doesn't stay still. It doesn't stay the same. As soon as you've put all this down into a spending plan, then things are going to happen day to day. And so a way to offer yourself a little margin, a little room for error, basically, is to put some what I call grace funds into your plan. So we're going to put these down here in the frequent category, because it might come up day to day. And we're just going to say grace funds. Just click on that little button and we make a new category called grace funds. And we'll put those at the bottom of this category group, because we don't want to just grab them anytime we want. We want to use them wisely, but we know that they're there just in case we need them. And so we're going to put $100 there. And so what you have now, if you click all these category groups together so you can see them all at once, is these amounts are going to add up to our $4,200 that we started with to spend. Okay. And then when you go over to your checking account, that's where you have the balance in cash. And so that's literally all there is to setting up a spending plan or a budget in YNAB. Now, the day-to-day usage of this plan, what will happen is as you add transactions in your checking account over here, they'll be deducted from whatever category you spend over here on the spending plan side. So as an example, let's start and let's just say you paid your rent. It's the first of the month and you just paid your rent. Okay. So bear with me just a second. I'm going to add a transaction for the checking account, and it's today. and we're going to pay rent. And when we choose the category, we're going to choose the rent or mortgage category. So it's going to line up there. And then the outflow is the amount that you paid. And we're going to enter $1,400. And we're going to say that's going to clear today. And we're going to save that. So you have that one transaction that says you spent $1,400 on rent. Now, when you click back over to the spending plan side, you'll see that that says, well, that's fully spent and there's none available. There's a zero amount there. You see that you assigned 1,400, but you also see that the activity is a minus 1,400. And so that zeroes out that account. And if you click on the activity link, you'll see that that $1,400 was spent on the rent. I didn't intentionally make that rhyme, but okay. And so that's how the two sides of that communicate with one another and keep track of the spending. So let's do one more. Let's say you paid your electric bill. So we'll choose the category electric. And then we'll say, well, we spent $220 on that. And we're going to clear that today as well. That just means that from where we're standing, it's already been deducted from the bank and everybody's on the same page. Your records and your financial institutions say the same thing. So we look back and the electric is also fully spent. And there's $220 there. Okay. All right. Click that back out. All right. And the reason I point that out, and I'm going to stop sharing this screen if I can. Let's see. There we go. Stop share. Okay. So the reason I point that out is because when you make a spending plan, you are going to delineate out all of your categories for spending, what you need to spend for rent and food and groceries and transportation and all those things. And you're going to keep track on your checking account of what you're spending. The reason that's important is the most challenging part of making a spending plan isn't actually making the spending plan generally, because you can sit down and think through that and know what you have for your obligations for the next couple of weeks or for the month. The challenging part is tracking what you're actually spending. And so YNAB makes that very seamless, very less burdensome, because all you're doing is you're entering your transactions as you go, or you're having YNAB link your account and upload them. And so all you need to do is make sure that what your checking account says in YNAB matches what your checking account says at your financial institution. The reason that's important is it can keep those categorized amounts that you set out. It will show you what those are as you're going along in real time. Let me go back to that example real quick, and I'll show you what I mean with respect to a category that's not as cut and dry as, say, the rent or the electricity. Those are just sort of one and done. But if you have a category like transportation or eating out or groceries, those move a lot more. You probably won't go to the grocery store one time in a 2-week period or one time in a monthly period. Those are going to be day-to-day, week-to-week transactions, and they can get a little more fluid and a little harder to track and keep up with. And that's the power of YNAB, because it's going to help. It's going to be a great aid to you in tracking all of those expenses and keeping up with them. And so the goal is that before you make a spending decision, you check in on your plan on YNAB, and it's going to tell you right there what's available in those categories to spend. And so you can make a more informed decision about your spending. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. Go back to YNAB. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let me try again. There we go. Okay. All right. So say you're going day to day, and at the first of the week, you go to the grocery store. And so you can see first week of the month, first day of the month, you haven't gone to the grocery store yet, and you have $1,200 available to spend. Okay, well, say you go to the grocery store and you make a purchase. I'm in Texas, so we will be going to HEB, and we're going to choose groceries. And let's put an amount in there. Let's put an amount that's not so easy to remember or keep up with. Let's say we spent $75.74. Okay. And let's go ahead and say that cleared our bank today. When we go back to the plan, there's $1,124.26 that remains in that category to spend. And so the idea is, as you go along in your spending day to day and week to week, before you make those decisions, this is where you can check to see what's available to spend in that category. And so you can make a wise decision in that category. So say you went back and you made a really big trip. Let's say you went back to HEB, but this time instead of just under $80, let's say you spent $224.87. All right, that's not a very round number. So let's go back and see how that's deducted out of the spending plan. So that was kind of a big chunk. And so now what's available till the next pay period, or, you know, to whenever you're planning through, is $899.39. Okay, so that sounds plentiful, but if you had 3 or 4 more of those really big 200 plus dollar trips, that would deplete this this category very quickly. And so that's the information that's available for you to use as you're making those spending decisions. And that's where YNAB comes in to help you stay on track. Because if you're not mindful about it, if you're not giving it thought, it's very easy, especially with a debit card, to head to the grocery store or Walmart or wherever it is, and those debit card expenditures can add up very quickly without too much notice. So that is a basic walkthrough of a basic spending plan and basic transaction entry in YNAB. As I mentioned earlier, we are all about helping folks who are motivated to do so learn YNAB and help keep their finances and their day-to-day spending in good order with a minimal investment of time. We have 2 new things that we're going to be doing that I encourage you to participate in. The first one is this channel, Lord willing, will be posting more regularly to keep you on track throughout the day. If you would like uninterrupted videos, no ad free, we also offer a Patreon channel with weekly videos, 6 videos a week starting today, that give you daily encouragement to keep you on track with your personal finances and winning with money. So that I believe is $5 through our Patreon channel, and it gets you 30 videos. Is that right? 6 videos. No, I'm sorry, 28 videos. I'm sorry, my math is not mathing today. 28 videos a week. We don't do them on Sunday, but we do them Monday through Saturday with something to think about or encourage you to do or help you keep on track day to day throughout the week. Just a very short video generally, but it's just enough to kind of give you the little nudge to stay on track and provide that accountability. We also have other packages if you'd like more assistance, more one-on-one help. Those are available too. But in the meantime, I would encourage you to check that out. And we also have one other offering that we're going to start just to see, run up the flagpole and see who salutes. And that is going to be our song of the day. And the song of the day today is the Goodness of God by CeCe Winans. If you had not heard it, you're in for a treat. If you have heard it, it'll make your day. So I will put a link to that as well in the description, along with our referral link to claim your free 34-day trial of YNAB if you haven't already done so. And in the meantime, please remember that resources track diligently, stretch further, and please take time each day to make a joyful noise to the Lord. See you next time.